Fuck.
Let's get into this. There we go. I was gonna say Jordan's video isn't popping up, but there it is. Welcome to the podcast, episode 7, I think. I'm starting to get loopy on the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Today we are back on video games. We're gonna be talking about the Xbox Games Showcase, which kind of dropped out of nowhere for me, at least. Yeah, we got David Dennis as a guest star today. I'm Prime Tony, and this is Momo J. I'm sorry, it's not David Dennis, it's Sind.
Yeah, I get
Terrible name. Terrible
Call
name.
me
Federal.
my government name.
Oh, not the federal.
My government name. Anything you want to say, Dave? Welcome.
I'm here to talk about some games.
God, he's got this buttery smooth voice. Get
to mention-
ready, ladies.
I was born with it.
As we all know what the star of the show was for the Xbox Showcase, and I think it's all on our minds. So on 3, let's just go ahead and say it. All right, 1, 2, 3. City Skylines
Fable.
2.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to wait for the troll.
I completely skipped over the City Skylines. I don't know who actually plays those games and why they continue making them.
Dude, talk about the millions of dollars they put into the flight simulator.
Yeah, but I know tons of people who play that. I never heard anyone say dude, I'm stoked for the new fucking City Skyline, man.
You know,
Ever.
That's true. To be completely honest, though, I don't remember hearing anybody get super excited about mobile games until you guys were like, Marvel Snap, whoa, let's go.
Well, I think that brings me to my next point. Make sure to tune in to Momo J on Twitch so I can talk about the City Skylines 2 reveal.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah. All 6 of those people are flocking right over there.
Hey, that's more than what I have. So
They are tuned in.
Finally, I've been waiting so long.
yes, I found my community.
I mean, there has to be, right? There has to be some kind of community behind it. I imagine it's similar to the people that play Sims or fucking, I don't know, Zoo Tycoon. You remember
I
that?
mean,
used to play Zoo Tycoon.
Yeah. Maybe they're just closeted, right? They just don't come out and tell everybody they like it, but there's millions of people.
Simulator gamer.
They wouldn't make it if they weren't going to make money, right? You know that.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, it's like the people that still play Farmville and shit.
Oh God, I hated those games. Let's just jump right into it. So first thing I was excited about.
Absolutely. I love Fable games.
I love Fable 2, man. The first one I wasn't so keen on, but I love Fable 2.
Really? I didn't really like Fable 2.
Well, to each his own, Dave. You know what my favorite part of Fable 2 is that you could actually buy property and then you would make money on the clock no matter whether you were playing or not. So every time you logged in, your account just kept climbing and climbing.
Yeah, but you can do that in Fable 1 as well. I would go wipe out a whole town of people and then you can buy all of their real estate and then you own a town.
Yeah.
And that's in Fable 1 as well though.
Yeah, Fable 1 sucked though. Fable 2 was good.
I don't know. It was one of those games that I played it at a young age, so I have good memories of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the nostalgia is going to keep me rolling. I'm going to go out on a limb here and think that that blank look on Jordan's face means that he did not play this game.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah.
I think my dad played it.
I
I watched him.
It's super dungeon crawly, dude. You might actually like it. You get ability trees and like moves you get on a wheel,
They did a remake of it 10 years ago.
Did they
A
really?
remake?
It was
I didn't know that.
the HD version. I mean, it's not
Oh.
HD anymore, but back then it was a HD remake.
It doesn't become
Okay.
not HD.
It's still very outdated.
Yeah.
It's not, by today's standards, it is not HD anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what this one is. Was it South of Midnight?
Yeah. This one actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. I like I have no idea what it's about, but I probably could watch this.
Trailer left a lot to be desired, but the I like the artwork.
See, I'm done with this. All these weird one movement per frame. It's the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse thing.
Yeah, it's that comic-y art style. Yeah.
I'm done with it. This gives me a migraine. I don't know what
You
this.
know-
Go ahead.
This isn't a part of the Xbox showcase or anything, but I need another Borderlands. That's what I want.
Dude, Borderlands was my jam.
Yeah, I love Tiny
Borderlands.
Tina's.
I never had people to play them with, and so I never got into them.
That's fair. That's an important part.
Dave, you have
Borderlands.
people to play them with.
But
Yeah.
I do know, sure. But I don't know, like the OG. I think we played Borderlands 1. We would have like little LAN parties, and we would play it for like breaks from Halo.
I love Borderlands. Great games. We should play Tiny Tina's. I think that'd be cool. Next game that comes up is Jordan's
Oh yeah, baby.
baby.
Now, truth be told, I really want this game, but give me classes that I can pick, like an RPG. That's what I want.
It depends if they give it to you as like this is your character in the game, or do they have character creation? Because if they're setting it as like it's this girl's story that you see in the trailer, then you're not gonna have that sort of make your class thing. I'm sure.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks
I think
like
it's
stuff from this, like stealth gameplay.
yeah. I think it's exactly like the Jedi Survivor series, except you're a bounty hunter instead.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be some type of attribute tree or something like that.
I think this is the game, if I'm not mistaken. Are we positive that this is Ubisoft?
I have no idea.
If it is, I think that's the big open world game that they've been talking about.
This is Lucasfilms games. I don't know if I want to see a Ubisoft Star Wars game. I feel like Ubisoft used to be good at open world games, and then they became bloated nightmares. We talked about this in the PlayStation episode.
Mm-hmm. I've got faith. I mean, it can't be any worse than EA.
Good point. Good point.
Microtransactions in a single player game.
Hey, you know how you know me,
Dude,
dude. I'm
Jordan-
all about those microtransactions.
Pay to win, sign me up.
Yeah, absolutely. Pay to look good. That's all I care about.
I mean,
It ruins that character scaling.
yeah, 100% agree with you, Dave. It's a
I just
bad
reach my
thing.
power fantasy faster.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, just make a program to play the game for you. Then you don't have to.
Good idea. That's it. I'm switching to software
Um,
engineering.
Like, I guess I'm just curious what the world's going to be like. We talked about this a little bit before the podcast. I'm not completely sold on a Star Wars game that doesn't have Jedi in it. Like, that's the fantasy of the world. But Jordan brought up a good point about, like, the world building of it, being in that world. I just don't know what it would mean, like, or when this is even set.
Also, like Lucasfilms is that part of Disney now?
Yes, they
Yeah.
bought it.
Okay, so I don't know. Makes me less hopeful because Disney historically just fucks up games.
Yeah, there's also a quota I've seen that's Disney's actually put a quota on how many Star Wars games need to come out per year. So it scares me that is happening. But I'm always hopeful. I'm always hopeful about games.
If there's a quota of Star Wars games that need to come out a year, sign up for bad games. Like that is the only outcome of that will be bad games. Why would they do that? That's so dumb.
I don't know.
Where did you read
for
that?
example-
I want to tweet them and be like, I've got 95 followers on fucking Twitch. You need to listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being stupid. But yeah,
I think-
go ahead, Dave.
For them to properly make like a bounty hunter game, they need that darkness, that dark side of the bounty hunter fantasy, And I feel like Disney is going to ruin that, like they did with the Mandalorian.
Mando, amen, Dave. Mandalorian was hot garbage. Hot garbage.
See, I want a game of Star Wars where I get to be a clone trooper, right? Like that's what I want. And just build my power fantasy there.
And this is where I disagree. Like, I think that like you can have that game in Gears of War and Halo and Call of Duty. Like the whole thing that makes Star Wars a thing is the Force, and it's got to be in there somewhere. I don't want just a generic group shooter. But we're two different people. Our tastes are different.
I think as far as the clone trooper thing goes, I think it would be cool if you could play as like a squad, like group up with 4 people and play as like a squad of clone troopers and that kind of thing.
What if we could do that as Jedi? No,
it wouldn't.
It'd be way
I think
cooler. It'd be way cooler. Look at Dave's
Republic
like
Commando.
Dave's thinking about it. He's like, I don't know.
I like as far as like Jedi games go, the combat's difficult to get right. Like I like KOTOR and like Jedi Academy back in the day. It was a good time.
Force Unleashed was legit, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I was hoping these new Star Wars games were going to be. But they were not.
They were good though. I think you're being too harsh on them. I think they were really good. I haven't played the newest one yet.
as far as the combat system being like Force Unleashed, that's what I wanted, like that, like all powerful, type of deal. And we got like a Star Wars Dark Souls.
Yeah. Yeah.
The tone is a lot different in that game, though.
Yeah, it is absolutely. Storyline's amazing.
I just wish it wasn't the dude from Shameless. Like it locks me into the awkwardness of him. I don't know. I'm not sold on him. I'm not real big on these kind of games
This
either.
is the game, dude. I'm telling. This is gonna be awesome to play.
You think? It's
It
basically
looks
just
gorgeous,
a
like,
dungeon
arcade
crawler.
style. Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a blast. I think you get a big group of people. Like we have a fucking Discord event. Pull in like fucking 25 plus of us and just go to town.
well, maybe we'll try it. I'm not real big on these kind of games. So
Yeah, I won't be there.
33 player co-op, dude. It's basically Vampire Survivor.
I
with
do
better
like some
graphics.
Vampire Survivor.
That's
but
what it is. Yeah. Dave, can your computer run it?
I'm
This
like,
new one
have
can.
I have like microphone. Yeah, my new one can. I have like a webcam leg though. I don't know if that's.
That's from your internet. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. What's the appeal to this? Isn't this just shittier, like Grand Theft Auto?
No, man. Like you all have your roles and like you have different ways to do it. And it comes down to like you can do it tactically. You can go in blowing shit up. You can try to disguise yourself and like the fun to play differently, like with different people and like everyone you play with. When I got into Payday, I think it was like early high school, maybe middle school or something, and like everyone had the game. So like all of my friends would always play together. It was a huge group of us. So like you would play with different people. You have this one guy who everyone knows is gonna fucking shoot people, but then you have like this other group of people that you play with, and like we always do stuff stealthy. It's really fun to like do things different ways, and like the situation's always different. And Payday 2 like evolved really well with however you played it.
Yeah,
Okay.
this reminds me of Ready or Not. I don't know if you guys have seen gameplay of that, but it's just instead of being like the SWAT team, you're bank heist people. I could get behind the appeal of it. I've never played a Payday, but it looks like it could be entertaining.
It's a good time with a good group of people. Like it's one you play with like a couple buddies.
That's what I was gonna say. I like playing games with people, so I'll probably end up playing it at some point. I don't think I would touch this unless somebody else told me to.
Well, don't worry then, Tony. We'll play it.
Go ahead and wishlist it.
Persona has not been a thing that I've been super excited about. Not that I don't like JRPGs. It's just the time investment I just can't afford. Like this is like a 100-hour game, and I just don't have time to do it.
Yeah, Persona games are like historically the longest gameplay time, right?
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't care about the whole relationship bullshit. I like JRPGs, but I don't give a shit about making sure I fall in love with the right person. Not my bag. Look at Jordan. He's excited, though.
You telling me there's some lady friends on that game?
Oh, there's some fella friends, too.
Tell me I get it.
Can I have an orgy? Can I have a
Whoops.
group orgy in there?
It's basically...
Know that it is porn simulator.
It's not
Oh,
a
okay.
porn simulator, but there's a lot of like high school like slice of life shit in it, and you
Okay.
fight demons and stuff. It's
Well, how much is it going to
complicated.
be usually? How much is a Persona game usually?
You got a PS5, right?
You sure?
You have Persona 3 for free. You got it was in a bundle, so go grab it. Tell us how you like it.
What did we just see a trailer on?
Persona 3.
Oh, so I have it for free?
Yeah, this is. I think this is like a side story. I forget
Okay.
what it was called, but it's basically the same thing. Persona 3 Reload.
Reload.
It's another HD like remake.
Good. I'd like to see my group orgy in HD.
Who doesn't, you know? This game looks like it's got potential.
Oh yeah, Skyrim.
Well, it's not Skyrim, but I mean, look at that fireball. That's cool.
Ribbit.
Okay, just be patient. It will when the title comes up. This would be something I'd play, but I'm not lining up to get it.
Yeah, this is the one I was like, is this like a new Elder Scrolls? And then turns out it wasn't. I mean, it looks super cool, and I liked playing as a mage like in Skyrim.
This is Obsidian Games, so I'm pretty sure they're the same ones who did that. Oh God, what's the title of it? They made Fallout 3, right? And then they made Outer Worlds, I think is what it is.
That's a fantastic game.
And this is the same people.
I have hope for it then. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Outer Worlds was amazing.
Outer Worlds was a really good game. If this is that same like style, I could get behind it.
That is one of two games Sarah has played all the way through. So
Nice. This game,
Avowed?
no.
Outer Worlds. Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
played that.
Yeah. This game, I give no fucks whether it exists or not.
I don't care about it.
Now, I don't know who does care about it.
I want to care about it.
My one experience with Outer Worlds was my buddy Corey, who you guys have both talked to before, talked me into playing it with him, like a couple other people. And we went and farmed treasure for like fucking 2-3 hours. And then we were in the middle of the sea and they're like, oh wait, I'll be right back. And they all AFK'd for 5 minutes. And this group came, killed us, took all of our stuff, and I lost 3 hours of playtime. And I was like, okay, I'm never playing that again. And that is my only experience with that game.
You're talking about Sea of Thieves, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said Outer Worlds, and I was like, hold on, do I not know what Outer Worlds is?
Googling what is Outer Worlds.
I was literally, I had my phone. I was like, did I just sound like an idiot on the podcast?
Yeah, hey, that's my role. All right, find your own.
Hey, I don't care about it. I don't want to play it.
It has a big following, but not for me.
Don't worry, one day we will, gentlemen.
Oh, god damn it. I'll put it in my wish list. This is another one that I'm just not, I don't really see the appeal of.
Is this Flight Simulator?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like super technical too. I've seen like people talking about it before. And like you have to like plan your flight. Like if you're flying a regular like airliner plane, you have to plan it out and like land it just right. And it's just like, don't people do this for a living? Like, do they want to play a game doing it? I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's fun, like in fucking GTA or like old battlefields and stuff like that. I would fly the jets around, like going fast and doing crazy shit. But like this, I don't have the time.
I mean, that we'll get into it a little bit later, but the Forza driving simulator is kind of the same thing. Like, I just want to feel like I'm good at driving. I don't want to have to actually be good at driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really like the depth that they bring to it, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
This game, okay. Did you guys ever play Hellblade?
No, this is the one I have no idea what it is.
So the first Hellblade it's not a really like well received game. Not a lot of people like it. It's really good. It's about this woman who like devolves into madness, and the gameplay itself is not very good, but the story was absolutely amazing. It reminds me of Last of Us. It's like the first Last of Us, the gameplay was kind of wishy-washy and the shooting was very sluggish, but the story more than made up for it.
I'll have to check it out.
I can't tell if that was a real person or if that was Unreal Engine foot. But yeah, so I'm excited about playing this game, but I'm not going to wait in line.
But I will likely see it on your stream.
You definitely should play the first one, Dave. It's worth experiencing. It's only like a 6-hour campaign too. It's real quick.
I got a pretty good time sink right now.
Yeah, Diablo.
Yeah,
These games I never got into either.
me neither. But trailers.
Yeah. The last one was a like turn-based. They turned it into a turn-based like JRPG, which is intriguing to me. I just don't care about the characters, so I don't know why I'd sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only turn-based is it like a turn-based card?
No.
No.
Fuck cards. That's even worse.
I love Marvel Midnight Suns. I enjoyed that a lot.
I want this game to be good, and I want to play it. It just feels like a cash grab, and I can't get into it. I think it's free to play now.
Yeah, I think I played it in the beginning of its lifetime, and it was rough. I didn't come from a big Fallout background. Like, I hadn't played New Vegas or 3 or 4, but I started with 76, which was a mistake.
Yeah.
Especially in the early times of it. And yeah, that was... I'm sure it's gotten better now, just because I don't think they'd still be releasing stuff for it if it didn't have a fan base and a following.
It's a good game series. I would play it if you guys want to play that, but I'm not putting money into it, I'll tell you that.
So we'll get the DLCs and everything too.
I've never been a big Fallout guy.
This game looks gorgeous, and I would spend some time in it, but it's another one that I just don't want to spend money on.
I honestly thought this was Warframe when I first saw the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, because the mask is the same as the...
Like, their style and stuff. Yeah, I see it.
No.
It looks cool.
This next one Dave's excited about.
Yes.
Gran Turismo 6.
Forza, baby. Now, if I had to pick, I would pick Forza Horizon because it has a lot more of a open world, like arcade type feeling. But like these racing simulators where you have to actually like pay attention to what you're doing and like that kind of stuff, and the detail that they put into the cars in these games is absolutely amazing.
Is it co-op?
You can play online.
All right, Tony, wishlist it.
Listen. Have you ever played a Forza game, Jordan?
Nope, but I will.
You don't know what you're signing up for, bud.
It's okay. I never do.
If
Like-
you want to try one, Jordan, I would try the current Horizon. That game is amazing. And they just introduced Rally into it. They have like a thing with Hot Wheels where you're literally like driving these like classic Hot Wheels cars on fucking track in the sky. Like it's pretty amazing.
That's cool.
The only Forza I've ever played was the one that released with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was called. Maybe it was two or three, something like that. And I remember making it halfway through a race and my tire started wearing, so my car was pulling. And I'm like, I don't know how to fucking finish this. And like when you try to go, you can't just slam on the gas. You got to like ease into it because these cars just can spin. I was like, this game's dumb. So
Yeah, it's very much a racing sim. Like you said, like comparable to Flight Simulator with cars.
yeah.
Yeah. What is this?
This is a video game.
Okay.
Did you not watch the?
Hey, pause this real quick. I'm sorry. I forgot to make my comment to Dave.
Okay.
Dave, you said you'd choose Forza over Gran Turismo?
I said I would pick Horizon over like the Forza mainline.
Oh, okay, so what would you choose between Gran Turismo and Forza?
I haven't played a Gran Turismo in years, to be honest.
You know what? Would you go watch a movie about it?
Yes, that's exactly where I was leading.
Probably, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Malcolm said the same thing. It's like, who the fuck
right.
wants this movie?
That's it. We're all meeting somewhere to watch
Well,
Gran Turismo.
Sign me
I
up.
want another-
Sign me
I
up.
want another good car movie because these fucking Fast and Furious movies are getting out of hand.
And you think
this
the
point-
Gran Turismo one is gonna be it?
Maybe, dude. I don't know.
I will.
Look,
I'm willing to put money on this that it is a bad movie.
I mean,
Fast and Furious is going to tie into DC universe here soon. I'm sold.
no. The next Transformers movie.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be. It could be Transformers, right? Like, B, get down. He's like, family.
I call Optimus family.
Family is the right of all sentient beings.
G.I. Joe Transformers Fast and Furious crossover.
It will be sick and it will be awesome. You mark my words. Nobody I know plays Elder Scrolls Online.
I tried it, but I just,
I couldn't get
Yeah.
into it, right? I spent
Me
like
either.
probably 6 hours in there and I'm just like, this sucks. The graphics are bad.
If I'm gonna play Elder Scrolls, I'm doing it like a hermit by myself.
I do, dude. I will rock some co-op if they ever release something like that. Like I'll play in that world with another person, but I don't need every other character in that world to be another person. This looks cool. I think Overwatch needs some of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been a big Overwatch fan since day one. They've dropped the ball a few times, but that's Blizzard in general. They love doing that. Overwatch 2 being released is irrelevant.
Don't you mean Overwatch 1.5?
Whatever. Like it's yeah, exactly. It's the same exact thing. Like, why did they call it 2? We got 2 new maps. Like, okay.
Well,
Why did they make
honestly,
it a new
I
game?
don't even think it feels like an upgrade. I feel like it downgraded. They took the 6-party
Whoa.
system and made it a 5-party. They took away some characters.
Yeah. You only get 1 tank now, like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So it's Overwatch 0.5, in my opinion.
I guess a lot
Overwatch 0.5.
a lot of it was to make the game more tactical because before, like, they were stuck in a barrier meta for a very long time. Like, everyone would just play barrier tanks, and then it was like that's all you did was barrier against barrier. Whoever got the barrier down first won, and it was like it got dry really fast. And so
That
that's
doesn't
why
seem very fun.
that's why the tank change happened, because now you only get 1.
Yeah,
I don't
I
like.
act like I have 6 people to play with on Overwatch. Like, what?
Yeah, I remember I downloaded Overwatch too. I was like, Jordan, let's check it out. And he's like, all right, man, but look, I need you to take it seriously. I was like, what the fuck? All right. We get in there and he's just gone. Like, all right, I'll figure it out. You want to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, it's like when you play Diablo with Dave.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. It was a lot like that. Tactics games, I hate. My buddy Tim, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he's all about these kind of games. So I won't be playing this. I don't care about it.
Does it say
This,
Personas?
yeah, it was Persona 5 Tactics. This is the highlight of the whole show. Let's be honest.
Yep.
Oh,
It's-
City Skylines?
This is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited for this game. anything Bethesda launches that's single player will be around for 10 plus years. There's so much potential here. Let's just hope they don't No Man's Sky it, like Dave was saying. But if they do, I'll be back in a year.
Yeah, amen. 'Cause No Man's Sky is booming.
They actually, during the actual live event, they did a 45-minute walkthrough of this game. So like there's going to be ship building, there's going to be base building, there's going to be like the biggest city that Bethesda's ever made is going to be in it. One thing that I think some people don't realize though is that when you land on planets, you're not going to be able to explore the whole planet like No Man's Sky. It's going to be like you're going to be locked to an area. So the planets are probably going to be more like dungeons were in Skyrim. You know, you can walk around and do wherever you want, but once you go on the planet, you got this area to explore, and then you fuck off. But looks really cool. I'm really excited about it.
Well, I also I think I prefer that too, though. Like, I don't need you to give me 5 planets that you can explore the whole time that all kind of like look relatively the same. I'd rather have like 50 small areas that look completely different from each other.
I think
Personally,
one of the biggest things for like space exploration games like this is when they did No Man's Sky, one of the big selling points for me was you're flying your fucking spaceship or whatever, and then you go to this planet and you just land. You go in from space to this planet. And like a lot of games love to put like a load time when you're getting there. Like you just select the planet and that kind of thing. So like I want to be able to fly in and just go where I'm going.
yeah, this game would be 100 times better for me. As everyone here knows, I have a hard time buying into single player games. So if this was co-op, it would take up my entire game library.
I agree with you.
Don't think it's going to be co-op.
I don't think so either. But if it did, someone's getting a PP touch at Bethesda.
I mean, people have been asking for it for years. Their answer was that Elder Scrolls Online, and I don't think it paid off.
They haven't asked me for a PP touch. They would have gotten one.
Well, what's this game? Looks bad.
City Skylines. Never mind.
Very odd trailer. It looks like
that controller game for the PlayStation 5.
Talking about,
I forget what it's called.
dude, you're talking about Astro's Playroom or something?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Astros.
Dude.
Yeah, looks like Astros.
That's ridiculous.
I didn't make the game. Make them make it look different.
Fair. That's fair.
This game, I'm definitely gonna play. I love horror
What
games.
is this? Tony, we need to do GTFO. I'm serious.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've even heard of that.
I don't know what that is.
Dave and I spent 6 hours playing the freaking Demonologist. Where were you at for that one? This man.
I told you whenever you were looking into buying it that we should do GTFO though.
This man, you want to talk about hilarious. Dave does not handle being scared well at all.
Really?
I mean, you watched me play fucking Resident Evil, didn't you? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
dude, I love some horror games. I really loved Village. I think that was really fun once I got past.
Yeah,
like,
Village
the
was
initial
cool.
part. And that one game on PlayStation, Until Dawn.
Oh, Until
That
Dawn's
is-
great. It's a
To
great
this
game.
day, one of my favorite games of all time.
You need to check out 7, man. 7's great. It plays very similarly to 8.
I downloaded The Quarry, and I want to play that.
Oh, I want to play that too.
But we run into this problem where my PlayStation is hooked up on our living room TV, and Sarah also wants to play Quarry, but we have to be separate because otherwise, spoilers, neither of us is playing it because of that.
Why don't you just play it together?
Well, Sarah, you heard it. Time to move out.
You know, hold on. But wait a minute. You both want to enjoy something, but you don't want to do it together?
You make choices, and so
I'm
like, her
aware.
choices
I know how it
would
works.
Not be my choices.
Well, this is a great bonding experience for you. Agree on a choice.
Yeah.
Realistically, Dave has to play in a diaper, and he doesn't want to have to do that for us.
Yeah, she isn't. I'll probably play it. She's gonna be gone for a weekend coming up soon, so I'll probably strap the diaper on and play it during that.
This dungeon crawler looks ridiculous.
All right.
Not
I'm
about
gonna
it.
sink all my time into it.
Cyberpunk was one of the glitchiest games that I've ever played. I got some videos that are out of this world, like cars
Yeah, the
spawning
launch
in
was
and
bad.
spinning around. But if you got past that, this was a game worth playing. I will put a lot on that.
Cyberpunk. Go ahead, Dave.
Jeff.
Holy shit.
Okay, I will go.
Okay,
Day
Jordan,
one,
go.
Cyberpunk had all kinds of, like Tony said, messy glitches and all kinds of problems. But like one of my biggest gripes with it was that like at the start of the game, you pick, oh, I'm Corpo, I'm this, I'm that, and then it didn't affect fucking anything at all.
There was a lot of that, though. I mean, there were missions where you play through like with the police and stuff, and they're supposed to give you like less police interactions. Doesn't do anything.
But I will say, when I got my like, I don't remember what they were called, but they were like these blades that came out of my arms,
So goddamn cool. So
dude.
goddamn cool.
mantis blades or something. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I played a while after I got those.
I really enjoyed the game. I thought the story was legit. They overpromised a ton. Sarah says that you guys have played It Takes Two and had several fights.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dave's not a teacher, that's for sure. When it comes to games, Dave's not a teacher.
That's for goddamn sure. I thought he was gonna be with how much shit he gave me from Destiny, but
Look, here's the thing.
Diablo, he's like, all right, guys,
Learn it all by myself.
thanks for
Google
playing.
that shit.
Fuck off.
So
Figure it out.
Cyberpunk, I'm gonna say this. Cyberpunk, say what you want about it. I agree there was a lot of stuff that missed the mark. However, the greatest things and the worst things will always be what is remembered. And for a lot of people, it was the glitchiest game and it'll always be remembered. For me, it was the first time I got to see a full physics dick in a video game on character creation.
Dude,
And you could change the size of it.
yeah, you could have a Whopper or a fucking Tic Tac.
Or a Whopper
X.
Junior. It was a great game, though. I mean, if you took the time to play through it, like it was a solid 70%. 6 out of 10, 6, 7 out of 10. The DLC coming out, I'm definitely gonna play it. I need to actually finish it though. I'm on the very last mission, and I did all 100% of the missions, but I didn't finish the last one.
Yeah, I never finished the game.
I didn't either.
And get ready for his appearance as Superman too.
Yeah,
You think?
absolutely.
No.
Yeah,
No, it's yeah, for sure. We know it's not Ben Affleck.
Batman. Yeah, this the anime that was on Netflix too. That's worth your time. That was really good. It really sets up the world pretty well too.
I'll have to watch that. I just watched John Wick 4 last night, so I'm itching to play something with Keanu Reeves in it.
I think if Keanu was going to be introduced into the DC universe, I think Deathstroke would be a good role.
Dave, it's a joke from a couple of podcasts ago.
Oh.
Jordan said,
See, I
"Who
also
can
don't
we
think so,
cast
though.
as Superman?" And he was like, "You know what? I think would be great is if we cast the nicest person alive." And I was like, "Keanu Reeves."
Yeah, that's why I don't think he'd be a good Deathstroke though. He really is he's just a good human being.
If I had to cast him in a DC movie, I would cast him as Keanu Reeves.
That's a good one.
Keanu as Keanu.
Yeah, or Martha. You choose Wayne, whatever Superman's.
Why'd you say that name?
Cast him as Martha.
I don't not like you. So dumb. The update with this DLC, they're supposed to be changing the shooting dramatically too. They're supposed to be improving it. So that might be exciting. I don't think the shooting
Here
was
we go,
particularly
baby.
bad, but
Oh, damn it!
here you
Yeah,
go.
cut it
Here
at
you
the
go.
worst
Here you go,
part.
Jordan.
Yes. Look at that. You can see the power grid. Look how just detailed. I heard that they're doing this thing where like you can like meet people on the street for rally races, and I heard Starfire Protocol is going to be in this one too. So
I might be a fan.
yeah, wish list it, boys.
That was so underwhelming. I thought we were gonna get like this epic like reason for it. Like you are the one fan.
Jordan's
I
the
think
reason.
okay, no, yeah, I'm actually the one emailing them like, hey, when are you guys coming out with another one? They're like, oh
We
fuck.
done, Skyline
God
2
damn it.
and,
God damn it.
So realistically, I do like games like that. It reminds me, I'm more apt to play a game called Planet Zoo, which is the same type of thing of like area builders. But
Like
I have
Zoo
played,
type.
yeah, but Planet Zoo's like superior. City Skylines is kind of
Stupid.
yeah. I would just play Minecraft. That's my opinion. Like. I can build a world in that. Go ahead, Dave. I see you. I see your fucking eyes.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
This last one reminds me a lot of what's that game with the big daddies and the little girls? BioShock. Reminds me of BioShock.
What
That's
games
what I
are you
was saying.
playing?
Yeah, Clockwork, right? This is that one.
Yes. Yeah, it does definitely look like BioShock, even the environment and everything.
It looks cool.
I mean, I'm not excited about it. I don't like this world stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't like steampunky stuff.
Steampunk, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Back then, when BioShock was coming out, like no one was crazy about that. I think a lot of times when these new like big titles like this are coming up, I'll tend to try them just because like it might be the next big title, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I need someone to tell me what I'm supposed to like.
That's fair.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
All right. I think that's it, right? Nobody cares. Yeah. That was it. That's all we had for the showcase. Couple of bangers, one for sure, and a whole lot of I don't give a shit about them.
Thank you.
A lot of maybes.
Well, let's talk about the games that came out since the last time we were on games. The only one I can think of is Diablo. We had a new season of Destiny
boy.
launch, but that's been disappointing.
Season, huh?
Yeah,
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, no shit, right? So they took away the power grind in Destiny 2. So I don't know why I have to turn it on.
Have you caught all your fish?
Same way I feel. There's no reason for me to push anything. I don't really care to do like the hard content. I don't need to do pinnacles or anything anymore. We hit power cap. Like,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do Conqueror. I'm gonna guild that, but that's it, man. I'm gonna do the reset raid till I get the exotic, and then I'm done.
yeah, I got 2 of those. I got two of the exotic. I got 2.
Nice, Dave.
He's got 2
Nice,
exotic
Dave.
shotguns.
Nice, Dave. How many touch of
doing
malice
that
do you
good.
have?
Got it.
How many touch of malice do you have?
14 touch of malice.
Yeah.
That's a
That sounds
donut.
about right.
He's got a donut. I'll sign you up for the King's Fall next week. Anyways,
Dave, have you even done King's Fall 14 times?
Yeah, I used to actually. That was like my initial return to Destiny. Was
he killed a
King's
god
Fall,
with a hammer.
I fucking yoinked my hammer at it.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, I think it was just Diablo 2, right? Or Diablo 4. Diablo 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys goosh over it for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna talk some negativity on it.
Yeah, so obviously me and Momo love it, as you can tell. For Jordan, this is his first Diablo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, way to steal his thunder.
And I've been playing since Diablo 2, but it's definitely different than every other Diablo. So it's cool that there's like a lot of new people coming into the series, and I think it's a good one for people to like learn on. And they explain a lot of like deeper lore because of like Lilith and who she is. Chef, can you do the thing real quick?
No, we don't need to do that in there.
Is that birthright?
You know.
Yep, I guess we're doing it anyways.
By the way, fucking amazing character.
Yeah.
She is cool. The story was fantastic. It was really
Story
good.
was amazing.
Yeah.
And hot as hell.
All right,
Yeah, the
I'll mute
story
him.
was
I'll mute
amazing.
him.
I think that the fact that they left sets out of the initial launch of the game was a good idea because everything tends to be built around sets. Like that's what they are. And right now people are just piecing together like legendary aspects with other legendary aspects in like their builds. Where did Chef go?
Oh, Jordan, you here? I don't know why he's not talking.
Sin is the birthright.
There it is.
I don't know where his camera went.
See, Sarah agrees with me. She says
Yeah.
I'm valid.
I didn't say she wasn't hot.
But yeah, so them not introducing sets at the start of the game makes people actually grind for the aspects and like try to piece different builds together. So there's obviously a meta like there is with any game like that, but there's also some off meta builds that people are doing really well with, and it's super cool because not everything's just based around the sets. Like it will be once the seasons start and the sets are introduced. That's what you're gonna see.
Now, when we say sets, that's like armor, right?
Yeah, so sets are essentially like 5, sometimes I guess 2 to 7 pieces or whatever they'll do this time, where if you have however many pieces equipped of this set, it gives you that gear set specific bonus. So usually like 5 pieces is the max. So it'll be like a helm, chest piece, leg, glove, and something else. And then if you have all 5 of those pieces on, you get all of the set bonuses for that set, which usually changes like builds drastically. And they really focus on like one specific playstyle. So I think that might be part of it, is they were trying to see what playstyles people were adapting to and what everything was looking like, and they might have just let the community kind of build the sets off of that. They also might go a completely different direction.
I'm excited for the first season of Diablo come out. I'm excited for the changes that they're making to the Nightmare Dungeons. I'm hoping it's going to make it more. Oh,
Whoa.
Momo J, you look different.
Nah, I don't know what's going on. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
Okay. I'm excited for all of that. The one thing I need in Diablo is, first of all, more microtransactions, more specifically for the Rogue. That would 100%. I would never play another game again, probably.
If you want microtransactions, go play Diablo Immortal. That game is completely microtransactions for power scaling.
No, I don't need power scaling. Just make me look cool. I'm power scaling. I'm badass.
They have tons of that's in the game. like to build your transmog around.
I know. I feel like I'm pretty sure I've collected almost all of the gear that I can collect right now for
Yeah.
transmog.
And that's what Seasons is going to introduce. Well, I guess transmogs are pretty much shared across characters, but the cool thing about Seasons is it keeps everything fresh. Like
Mhm.
you collected everything on this one character. Now you have to start a completely new one. Start
Yeah.
over. Like you have to, do all that again. And you get to feel that power creep as you like build your character stronger and you get these different skills and levels and items and sets. And yeah, you get to feel that.
So I'm excited to play through the season. I hope it's cool. Do they introduce story missions and stuff too, like new story?
Yeah, there tends to be like a storyline with every season when a new Diablo season starts. They're usually like related to the main storyline, but it won't be follow up of the main story.
No, that's fine. As long as there's something there.
Yeah.
My biggest gripe right now is like the reason to play, and the storyline kept me there. Dave and I hit it hard the first 4 days or first 2 days, and I got burnt out pretty quick. I don't think the game lets you play enough of the way you want to play. I started playing Necromancer, which is obviously not the number one class right off the rip because they screwed him up in the beta and they gave him too much. So then they ripped all of it away. And now it's like you have to play it a certain way or you can't play that character. I don't like that.
Are you talking as far as like meta build?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, and I think a lot of that comes with experience because like all of your skills work together and like everything
That's my second gripe is that
kind of blends together.
it just seems like it doesn't matter who you're playing on. All you're doing is saying you have a skill that gathers everybody together. Then you have a skill that makes them either vulnerable or they debuff them or buffs you. And then you just attack them and kill them all. Like it's just that's the gameplay loop. It doesn't matter what character you're on. That's what you're trying to do.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, that's Diablo. It
And I
is a
think
grind
that's
fest.
my problem, right? Like I like the reason I like Destiny so much and it's super grindy too is because I like the gameplay. I like the gunplay,
Well, see, and that was one of my things with Destiny, Tony, was remember, like,
Yeah.
I didn't have correct builds, partially because of, like, the mods and stuff. Like, it was fucking impossible to get the mods you needed to make a solid build. On top of that, like, I wasn't using guns correctly. Like, I was running fucking 2 primary weapons for a long time until you're like, Dave, what the fuck are you doing? And,
And they don't, and then Destiny is bad about that. They don't tell you how to or what to do. So I
Right.
agree with you. They did try to fix some of that with Lightfall, where they gave everybody all the mods.
yeah, and I will say Lightfall made a huge difference with me. Like, being able to actually make these builds that are doing what I want them to. And, like, I've had a lot more fun in Lightfall, like, since that release than I did before, for sure. Because I have these builds now and I can feel my character, like, being stronger, But before I didn't have that. And I think that's part of what I'm trying to, like, compare that to Diablo, was if you don't have that correct build and everything isn't meshing together and, like, you just throw random shit on, like, you do that in Destiny, you're going to be fucked too,
Well, you can still play the game though, and you can
play
still
Diablo, you're just going to fucking
well
suck.
just not with your friends.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a waste of time for one of you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So like I have to feel bad that I didn't invest as much time as somebody else did. So now I have to sit and let them level me up where I do nothing for a couple hours.
We don't have to do.
No, you're right. I don't. Or the other person can come play with me and I finish stuff and they get nothing out of it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, the world tiers is a big part of that, right?
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
with the capstones. And with those, I will say I'm a little bit disappointed on people being able to be carried through them because it just turns it into, yeah, my friend's going to speed level. Like, you just need one guy to get leveled up and geared. And now, like, you can just be speed ran through the game and, like, hit level 50 in a day. And, like, I don't think it should be like that. That's how Diablo 3 was every season, was you had one guy who got geared, ready to go, and then he ran you through greater rifts till you were max level, and then you did your thing. And it's like,
Yeah.
I think it defeats the purpose of that. But that's another thing that season's at.
So I'm on the fence about that one. I actually prefer when I create a new character, I'm definitely not playing the story again. So skipping the campaign
For sure.
is
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
okay
wanna
with that.
have
I
to
think
go
that's a good
and
thing.
do
Yeah.
level 1 through 50, just trying to piece together stuff to do. I would rather get power leveled to 50 because that's whenever, like, in my opinion, the game is supposed to start.
Then start it there.
post-campaign.
Then start it there on your alts. Don't make me go sit somewhere and have someone else play the game for me.
Oh, I agree.
It's
But
just so boring.
If they're not going to include the automatic skip to 50, I at least want the ability to power level instead of, like, them taking away the ability to power level and not have a skip to 50. That would suck.
I think it's
wouldn't have an
universally. I think it's usually universally a bad thing in a game, and it's very telling for that game if you have to have someone else play the game for the person. Like it's not a good thing.
I think when season starts, that happens a lot less. Like you get on, you do your stuff, and like everyone's on fresh characters at the same time, and they tend to. I think it's like 6-9 weeks, something like that, where they do a new season, and then everyone starts over again.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm excited to play through that.
So I heard a couple things from the campfire chat that have gone contrary to some beliefs that we've had with the renown. Apparently you're keeping your statues, so all of your altars of Lilith are going to be on there, and apparently all of your areas that you discovered are still going to be on there. You're going to start with a map, but the waypoints you're going to be able to see them, but they're just going to be grayed out like you haven't collected them yet. So that will also start you off at like 1.5 of the renown rewards. And then they said that they're going to tweak it based on how the first season goes, whether they're going to make us do the side quest over in season 2 or not. I don't want to do that because side quests suck. Horrible mechanic. They don't track well, anything like that. Strongholds, I'm okay with. I'm okay with doing strongholds again. Strongholds are fun. Collecting all the points and stuff too. And then maybe even resetting side dungeons. Like I'd be okay with that.
See,
I think like the dungeons for the aspects and stuff, I think you should have to recollect them again.
I'm okay with side quests. I don't want to have to go through dungeons again. They're just boring to me. It's the same thing over and over again.
That is Diablo though. Like in Diablo 3, like you didn't even have to leave town in Diablo 3, which it's gonna be soon with like the Nightmare update. You're just gonna teleport straight there. Like you didn't even, dude, you would spawn the Greater Rift 2 feet from your blacksmith, like, and then you would come back, salvage your shit, and hop back in. Like that was the gameplay loop.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be there for it because Jordan is in love with this game, and it is honestly nice to see him so passionate about a game. He hasn't been since Black Desert, and God knows that game was garbage.
It was, hot asshole.
Not my favorite.
But, Destiny's made some mistakes with this season. And one thing that I was worried about, because, we compare these two things a lot because Diablo 4 is a live service game. And, getting a piece of gear in Destiny feels meaningful to me, right? So if you get an exotic, maybe it's not the best role, but you can use it right away. In Diablo, it feels like, why am I going to waste time on it until I get the one that I need, because everything's so grindy. Plus your exotics have like personality. So like Starfire Protocol, I know what that is right away. The whole community does just by looking at it. And in this game, it's just a unique, right? It's a chess piece that's unique, and let's hope it does what I want it to.
So I think you're looking at the item tier levels differently because of Destiny. So like unique is like those exotics, right? And everyone will know those. Like when I got those boots today, I said the name and Jordan knew exactly what it was. I didn't have to explain what it did. I linked it just so I could show him I got it, but like that was it. Like he knew exactly what I was talking about. And those uniques, those will be the thing. Like there's a big 2-handed sword that's called the Grandfather. Everyone knows what that shit is. It buffs your crit damage by like 50%. It's insane.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people coming into Diablo look at legendaries differently than they are in the game. Like you should think of a legendary as like
a legendary.
No, not like it is literally just a rare that got enchanted with a special aspect. Like that's it.
Yeah.
The same stats.
Dude, like purples are just blues with one extra stat column, right? Like in Destiny, and they're called legendaries. It's the same thing.
That's why I delete them all the time.
Yeah.
In Destiny, how many times do you get a random loot drop and just break that shit down as soon as you see it in your inventory?
Oh, that's true. 100%. 100% true. Yeah.
So
not guns though, right? It's more like the guns aspect. So like Destiny's obviously a different game, right? So you have armor which does one thing and guns that do a different thing. In Diablo, it's more about the aspect that they do and your overall item power. So like if it doesn't matter whether you have a great sword or a knife or a scythe, your attack is going to be the same thing in Diablo. In Destiny, that's dramatically different.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, the weapon types perform similarly. I mean, I guess like there's slight differences, like attack speed. Like on Rogue, they have a talent that gives like swords do increased damage, daggers do this, bows do this, crossbows do this. And like Barbarian, like all those weapons are completely different. Dual wielding weapons is completely different from your bludgeoning weapon, which is completely different from your two-handed slashing. I think the fact that you've played the two caster classes that you 100% will not see that difference on.
Yeah,
part of
that's true.
your outlook on that.
That's true. That's 100% true.
Hammer of the Ancients on the Barbarian, you can only use with a two-handed bludgeoning weapon because that's what it is, you know? And
Yeah.
I think maybe you playing Barbarian might help you see it a little bit.
I don't think so though. And hear me out. Because if you're doing your spin move or your gathering ability, whatever your gathering ability is, it doesn't matter what weapon you're using. You're using a specific ability. You don't have a base just attack, right?
Yeah.
So you're using an ability. And
Right.
those weapons give you different aspects to them, but it doesn't really matter whether it's a hammer or an axe or a sword. You're still going to do that ability.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
There's no yeah, but
I'm gonna keep comparing it to Destiny because like these are the two biggest games in our group right now.
okay.
Um,
Well, it's my biggest frame of reference, so I appreciate that.
yeah, like by that logic, like the only thing that really changes in Destiny is your like attack style with that weapon, right? Like a scout rifle has a different style than an auto rifle or SMG comparatively, right?
100%. Yeah.
And your attack style changes with the different types of weapons. Like barbarians specifically have completely different attack animations for different weapon types.
But your
which is
different
really
attack
thing.
animation doesn't change the gameplay at all.
No, you control that, but your abilities compare that to grenades. You're still throwing a fucking grenade.
No, I understand that, but it's not the same thing as just attacking. I don't know. Maybe I need to play some more on a different character, but using an ability, there is no just attack in Diablo. So there is no just shoot the gun. There's only
No.
abilities.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And that's just, I mean, that's a different in game styling. That's all. I mean, it's not a FPS.
Right, and I'm not. It doesn't have to be an FPS. I mean, I've played dungeon crawlers where there is just a base attack. There isn't just abilities. As far as I know, that's just a Diablo thing. Remember how I said like,
That's
wow.
your basic skill.
Remember how I said like, why do I have a scythe in my hand if I have a knife in my inventory? And you blew up. This is that same discussion.
Yeah,
So,
but like
It's just not the same thing. Your gear doesn't matter at all until you get that unique you want.
I get what you're saying, for sure. It is a grind to find the right gear.
Here's my thing. I love the grind for the gear pieces. However, I think it's dumb. There should, like, with how the game launches, I don't think there should be any class that shouldn't be A tier, right? And that's
agree
just to
with that,
say, I feel like people should find what they love to play, a way they like to play a class, and no matter what, that should be able to complete stuff. Of course, there's going to be builds that are better. However, the Summoner Necro is absolute dog ass. Like, the worst thing ever.
It's
And
very
that sucks.
Well, you can't use it.
part of
It's
that is like it's a pet class though, right? Like you can't control what they're doing, and that's where the difficulty of that comes in. If
so
you're trying to kill a boss and all your ads are attacking a fucking like a minion he spawned off to the side, like oh fuck.
let me tell you for sure. Like playing, because that's what I want to play into, right? And it is not a problem on them going off and attacking stuff. It's a problem that they die super fast and they don't do any damage. I can sit over there and do stuff all day. And like I focus on, like in World Tier 3, I focus on the ads and let them deal with the big guys. And it works out no problem. If I get into a dungeon though and they die, it's over. There's nothing I can do.
I will say, Tony, luckily for you, a lot of people do play the Necromancer for that like summoning undead like class fantasy, right? Like that's when I think of Necromancer in a game like that, like that's what I think of. Like he's summoning the undead. Hopefully they release a set that drastically buffs the way your minions work and live and do all that stuff, you know.
Well, see, I mean that'd be cool, but that's me starting a new character on Necromancer. The one I just invested 70 hours in is useless and doesn't matter anymore. I can't use it. That's frustrating to me. No, I can't. I can't. I can go into a dungeon and let other people play the game for me.
I get what you're saying, yeah. Like he's not as competitive as the other like play styles and stuff.
And I looked up other builds, and they're just not fun. And the Bone Spur one is the exact same thing as all the sorcerer builds I've looked at. It's the exact same thing. Pull enemies in, shoot shit at them, defend yourself somehow.
Yeah. I went through phases with Diablo 3 where like, this set and this set are really strong. This one's ass. And like if that was like the one play style I really enjoyed was like using that set and it buffed these abilities. Like I wouldn't play that season. I would wait. And like they do a lot of buffs and nerfs in between seasons, so like the meta will drastically change. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately right now for you and how you wanted to play the game, like they fucked it up for sure.
I mean, if we compare to Destiny one last time, like you can turn the game on and play as a warlock, and on any of the 3 subclasses, and you can complete high tiered content. You definitely can. You don't need someone to carry you. How easy it's going to be is dependent on the meta, right? But I don't feel the same way in Diablo, unfortunately.
I see what you're saying. And I hope the seasons and the set pieces really help you.
I hope so too, man. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get back to that.
Though.
I want to get back to that storyline stuff because like the first 50 hours we put into the game, I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I disagree with you, Tony. If Destiny had released this season and there was a power grind, I don't think I could go run Gunslinger Celestial Nighthawk and not have to get carried by a Starfire Protocol Warlock.
You could. You absolutely can. They're built for it. There's a build right now with Celestial with healing nades that's like super good. You use the trick knives that come back off a kill. It's what about
Blade Dancer Raiju's Harnessed, where I reflect everyone's bullets back at them?
It just got a buff. Absolutely.
Okay, what if I wanted to use Starfire Protocol?
Nope.
Okay.
No, Starfire is still viable. It's just they reduced the recharge, which is fucking. No, they didn't reduce it. They fucking drilled it into the center of the earth.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
But I'm not hating on it. I just get frustrated with it.
This is Tony when they nerf Starfire.
Where is my super suit?
Dude, I was fucking blasted. Like, listen, man, I played Warlock for a long time, and the last time Warlock was really good was when Geomags was giving you infinite supers. That was like fucking 5 years ago. They have not been on top of the meta in a long time. You guys didn't even play Destiny.
No, absolutely not.
Titans did.
Titans? Have the Warlocks won Guardian games at all?
One time.
One time, okay.
Yeah.
What about Hunters?
3 times.
I think they've all won once, and Titans won twice now.
No, Hunters have won twice. I'm almost positive.
I'm glad that the balance is still in the game.
The
that's
balance
all I
isn't
care
in the
about.
game. All they're doing is fucking letting people win, dude.
Well, I'm saying, like, as long as Warlocks are on the bottom, that's all that matters.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
in the community.
That's all right. We wear dresses. I get it.
Perfectly balanced. That's all things should be.
Yeah.
No, like, I'm okay. I lean into the decisions I make, right? So I'm gonna stay on Warlock. It doesn't matter. I've invested too much time into it. I'm gonna continue to be a Necro because I made that choice, and I'm gonna live with it. But
My bad.
Are you gonna try Druid?
Today, or?
I should have just done Druid. What'd you say, Dave?
I said my bad. I thought you were playing Sorcerer today.
Well, I mean, I am.
No, it was a transmog.
No, hold on. That's like saying you're not gonna play any content on your Hunter or your Warlock in Destiny, right? I main the one, and I'm gonna do the new shit on that one.
Yeah, I mean, currently I exclusively play my Titan if I'm playing the game, though.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't hit the point of dejectedness with Diablo 4 that you have with Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also there's no reason to go fish on your Hunter if you main Titans.
Hey, you got to get that fishing done. Do your
Oh
fishing
my
daily.
god, the dumbest
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna
fucking
say.
thing.
We give Destiny such a hard time right now, but they added something that the community has been asking for God knows how long. I know I've emailed them every day.
I
the
will
last
mute.
2 years
I'm gonna mute you again,
about fishing.
Dave. I'm gonna need you to give him a. No, I'm gonna need you to give him a 20-minute ban. Yeah, Diablo 4. I think it's great. I think it is a bit. It's getting ratings a bit higher than it deserves, to be honest. But it is a fun game.
Higher than it deserves.
I don't think it's a 9 out of 10 game. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 game. I think it's far from a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like I knew I was gonna enjoy the game, and you guys are 50-50. Like Jordan loves it, and you absolutely hate it.
I don't hate it. I said it's a good game. I enjoyed it.
Perfectly balanced.
As all
That's
things.
all it should be.
I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10 like everybody else is giving it. But I'd only ever played Diablo 1. I skipped 2 and 3.
And it is for sure different from.
If
Little bit.
they, I'm already sitting at a 9.5 out of 10. All they need to do is release a rogue set that looks good in the shop, and I will apply for a Blizzard credit card.
Yeah.
How can you say that when you played for fucking 20 minutes on Necro and were like, I'm never touching that again? How is that a 10 out of 10 game?
It's not the playstyle he likes.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying though. Like they
But
fucked
that's the
up.
difference. If I found the playstyle that I liked, or if you found the playstyle you liked, you'd probably like the game a lot more.
Yeah, and why should
And
I
it was
like
good.
to play a game the way I don't want to play? Which is the thing you were making earlier. right?
Yeah, that's no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the fact that they fucked it up and they aren't balanced all the way through is indicative of a game not being a 10 out of 10. This is no
Well-
Super Mario Odyssey, Dave.
Well, I mean, even I'll give it a 9 out of 10. But when they add fishing, I'm at the 10.
Dude, when they
Yeah,
add fishing,
Absolutely.
I will. If they add fishing, I will not turn the game back on. That's me leaving the community. Sorry.
If Diablo can add fishing and then add like a game mode to where maybe I'm just like looking at a top-down village in Diablo and I get to like, I don't know, build it maybe.
Right.
And like do like transportation ways, maybe like a
Medieval.
maybe like
yeah.
a Diablo Skylines.
No, that sounds terrible. So anyways, yeah, I think it is a good game, and I think people should play it. I just don't think it's groundbreaking and amazing.
Yeah.
Final thoughts for everybody. Go
I
ahead.
think I've said what I've needed to say.
Say what you
City
say.
Skylines. Just remember, tune into my stream after this one.
He's
for
not
the City
actually doing
Skylines.
that, so
Now I think I am.
it's not out, Jordan.
No, we're just gonna do like a trailer review breakdown.
You're not my dad!
Thanks, Dave.
She's not my
And-
dad. The trailer breakdown
and
of
then-
what? It was like less than 2 minutes. It was like 15 seconds. This is gonna be a
Look,
quick show.
To a true City Skylines expert, there's more than meets the eye there. All right.
I'm gonna stop at every frame.
Yeah.
Now, if you see
You see
right
that?
here,
You see that?
That looks
stairs
like a.
in the building.
Is that a house?
Oh my!
Is that a house?
Oh my God! That's huge. We've
Nobody's
been
ever.
asking for this,
Nobody's ever said that to you, bud.
So stoked.
dude. Also, go ahead and be sure to keep up with the channel. We're gonna get Tony into making a hardcore necromancer summoner.
Yeah, sign me up, dude. I'll play hardcore for 20 minutes that it takes to die. Runs into one trash mob, dies immediately. Well, there we
Did
go.
you try it and die in an hour?
Yeah, I did. I got to level 15 and died.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't change the name. I actually didn't look into what it was going to take to, so I need to do that again next week. You can follow us on Twitter. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at PrimeTony112 on all socials actually, and come hang out with us on Twitch at PrimeTony112. Dave, you got any plugs before we get to Jordan's beautiful face?
Yeah, I don't really stream on Twitch much. I might start again now that I have a computer that can not sound like a jet engine when I start up Streamlabs. But otherwise, yeah, I'm usually on Tony or Momo's stream, so you can catch me there.
Jordan, you're not
Yes.
you're not talking about my friends list this time. Shoot.
All right, guys. Well, I fully revamped my socials, so go ahead, go follow me on Twitter at the MomoJ, YouTube at MomoJ, and I will be starting to stream on Kick more at the same handle I have for Twitch. Momo J. That's going to be M0M0J. And obviously follow me just based off of Tony's profiles. That's where you can find me a lot.
He forgot it. He forgot his Facebook. It's Momo J Gaming. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I hate my Facebook name. Stupid ass website. Anyways, that's it for me.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're gonna call it there. I hope you enjoyed the show. Peace.